40,000 food. How much am I producing? I'm producing about 20k a year. I don't think that's too much different from previous years though. Let's see here. 800, 700, 600, 700. Although a lot of these had very bad previous seasons. I was surprised when I bought the 2,000 lumber here. I thought my amount of stored logs would go way, way up. Alright, well, I think it's time that I rebuild a lot of the stuff that I lost. That tornado. I'm gonna demolish all the wooden homes. At least the ones that were destroyed, and replace them with stone homes. Mostly just because I can. I do want to keep expanding, but after my recent big hit, I'm kind of worried about doing so. I'm just starting to feel like there might not be enough trade. So I guess that means I should expand to an area where I know I can have a lot of trade. Oh wow. That's a bitch. I can't get anything on this side. Really? Really? Huh. Fuck. Now one key, once you do get these nice commercial areas up and running, to remember is that you do need other food supplements. Like, having straight up just commerce for food doesn't always work, because you know, some years you won't get a good string of traders for food, you'll get a good string of traders for other resources. That's why it's good to trade for resources that, you know, in the long term, you're not going to die if you don't have them. But you need to be producing resources that are absolutely necessary all the time. You can't just rely on trade for food. That isn't to say that you shouldn't get a lot of food from trade. It's very helpful. It makes it so that you can easily increase the standing capacity of pretty much everything you have. There's absolutely no reason not to get a lot of food from trade. I'm gonna set the blacksmith cap. Just because I feel like 1,500 tools is not something that's gonna run down really quickly. In fact, I probably won't even hit that number for quite a few years to come. Tools are something that stay pretty solid for a pretty long time. So if I'm going to establish that area over here, I'm going to want to think about what I want this area entirely to look like. I think my answer... I know I'm going to want some docks here as well, trading ports. But yeah, I'm going to have to think about what I want this area as a whole to look like. I think my answer to that is gonna end with me throwing down a market about right around here. Having housing all along the bubble of the market, going out to about right here at the farthest, I think. As well as maybe a good bit up through here. And trying to cap on all of this trade as much as possible. All the way up to damn near 60k food now. Beautiful. I thought for sure I was going to have to reload and try a new tactic and stumble and fail over this like 50,000 different times, but somehow it's all good. The divine smile on me, friend. Alright. think this needs increased priority. Just because otherwise I'm going to end up with a whole bunch of docks and nobody will work them properly. Everyone's going to be way too far away. It can't be. Okay, that's a 12 by 12. Gotcha. About to say, 10 by 10, and then another little square like that. Seems a bit too perfect, right? But I suppose it wouldn't be too hard to alternate 10 by 10s and 12 by 12s. Now, with the numbers that I have currently, I could really use a chapel. Right there. That'll work. And I'm dying. It's hilarious. Barely ever smoke anything, and I get a horrible fucking cough. And both my brothers and my father and fucking everybody around me smokes like goddamn chimneys, and I can't seem to... I seem to be the one that's coughing. It's like, what the fuck? Ugh. That's a divine fuck you situation right there, I think. Alright. So because I'm going to be clearing a lot of this area out, it really only makes sense. Start grabbing stone and iron and all that stuff out of here. Actually, I don't know why I don't just remove resources. That brings the herbs and stuff along with it. And I want literally just everything in this area. Because with the way this area looks, it could be a bigger sort of city area than most of my other areas. Like, these areas are limited by the mountains and shit. Otherwise, it would make really, really good, dense urban areas. But they've got a whole bunch of fucking hills in their ways. This has 2 minor hills in the way, but I can develop all the way around. Just trade for miles. Is that a sandbar right there? It is, isn't it? Huh. Considering my extra merchant count, I can throw on a fishing dock right there. Well, actually, it seems kind of inefficient. I'm able to throw it down on the other side of the river. It's the bend of the river. Yeah. Alright. Let's see on the other side. Perfect. Right there. Holy shit. Again, out of iron. That's probably why my construction projects are taking longer than I would think. Oh, whoa, what? Apparently there are hotkeys for this game. I never knew them. Alright. So I'm actually going to increase priority on all of the little iron thingies. Iron outcroppings, I guess. What you call them. And instantly 192 members. That is such an inefficient way to build chapels. whenever they would be capped out otherwise. What the hell? This isn't... It doesn't have the work on, and yet... Really? They'll still come to... ones with the work off. So that's surprising. I'm sad to see that this is developing a lot slower than my other city did. But I can press on. I can press... see... you know, what I can develop, when I can develop it. And if it's a little bit slow, I can live with it. One thing I could also jump into doing... those herbs. I could throw down another forester's camp right here. I'm just not sure. I'm actually gonna have that guy stop cutting. Emo enough as it is. Wow. This one producer, this one person is producing 400, 500, 600, 700 food per season. That's efficient enough for me. God damn. I did set up... oh. Yeah, this area is nice and clear now. And for you, same. And I hate going through and doing each one of these by hand. Tell you what inhibits my speed of expansion. I'm going to tell each of these by hand what they have to stock and what they have to buy. It's good to be able to customize them, don't get me wrong. But because I can't do a blanket for most of them, like, it'd be nice to have a default preset button. It also surprises me that I can't fit any more docks along here. It's just a bitch of terrain. Oh. Fuck me, really? Where's this one coming through? Oh god. Oh. Fuck. Everything. Wow. So, game hates me a little bit. Wow. Supreme dick move. My population just dived. I know it just dived. I need a new cemetery. All these corpses. Yeah, as it stands currently, I have a lot of buildings with nobody working them. I didn't lose too many homes in that whole thing. That's good. But I lost 100 or so, I would say, people. 162, 150. Yeah. So, bumping right up against that. Gonna need to throw down the number of builders actually for a little bit, I'd say. And then place my really necessary people. Oh wow, I lost like 300 tools as well. I wonder if that was all specifically held in that barn. I should check. Let's, oh yeah, this is up. Crafts. Yeah. Oh, that's a sad story. 100 years. Steep decline. What about tools? Oh, yeah. That's absolutely what happened. That steep of a drop. It was just a tool barn that got knocked out. I can rebuild. It'll knock me back a few years, but I can rebuild. Oh, but it's going to cause a massive baby boom bump. That might be a bit of an issue. That's not going to be nice.